Alrighty, good evening and welcome back to Stationeers. Going back for some more Brutality on Venus. And the goal today is to actually get the water system online to some degree, which will be a little fun, but we'll see how this goes. Oh yes, my cryo chamber.
Cognition critical.
Ongoing storm, that's always good.
Cognition low.
Let's go ahead and equip all that stuff. Pop that open. Eventually I'll hook this up so I can do something with it. Oh, I forgot my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Can't remember if I had atmosphere outside or not. I barely do. So, good to know. Good to know. So that's right. I did pull the water line over here, so crap. I walked through down here, didn't I? My airlock. Yep, okay, so we've got our liquid filtration devices that are I must not have a chip in here. Yep, okay, so I need more chips. I do have a chip over here. Okay. So, what the heck? That's not what the last thing. What is going on with my frames? Settle down, settle down. I mean, the temperature's up there, but I don't understand why. Don't understand why the temperature's so far up there. 3.5. Did I? Huh. I don't remember setting this up for the overclocking stuff. I don't know. Go ahead and kick on my little fan. It's my greatest fan. That'd be good enough. Let's see if that's good enough. Huh. I don't remember turning on the overclocking stuff, so I'll have to double check that. See if this becomes a problem or not. So yes, with the liquid filtration devices will also suck gas out of the network, so that's kind of not ideal, especially if you're trying to maintain pressure. Oh, good. So we have all the alcohol out of here, and we got 182 liters over here. So that's good. For water, we're going to combust, and we're going to be using currently alcohol and oxygen. So 1 mole of alcohol. Okay. Yeah. So 1 mole alcohol to 3 moles of O2. So we can work on that, figure that out. And then we put that into a combustor. So I might actually just put the combustor here and just kind of insulate it. I don't fully understand why I'm having such a problem here. I think I'll just deal with it for today, but what is going on? Let me give it one little attempt to see if I can do this. That's not what I wanted. Power plants. Power plants, come on. Stupid thing. Ooh. This might be a problem. I don't understand what's going on here. Power options. Well, technically, what do I have here? I have one labeled Stationeers, which I think is processor. Right. Just for fun. Kick that on and see how that goes. That was supposed to reduce my processor speed, which I don't think it actually does anything. Should. Well, it did slow it down. Good. So that means the temperature should stay a little bit more stable. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So, combustor. Yeah. So how do I want to do that? Probably take my Sterlings, maybe make some more of them, which are gold, copper, steel. We can do that, and that's out of the electronics printer. So let's go do that. Because I kind of want to make sure that I pull all of the heat out of it that I can. Because I feel that that's important. Blow through. So let's start here. Sterling, not stiff, sterling. Let's just do a couple more. And I need everything. Gold. Steel. And copper, do you have the copper? You do have copper. Okay, that'll give me that. And these, oh, they do need a gas canister. And I forget how much needs to go into that gas canister. So a little bit of iron to make 2 canisters. Yes, all of it. Pull this out. Order up. Nope. Canister. 2. Pipe bender. And I was using nitrogen, so that's something I gotta figure out. So I need a utility kit and a I think actually a pressure regulator is probably best. Oh, I'm gonna have a heck of a time actually. Nothing in this cardboard box. Guess what? We're gonna put all of our plumbing stuff in there, I guess. I need this. Okay, there's the Sterlings. Go deal with it. So first things first is we'll go turn all the Sterlings off. Yep, okay, and that should return everybody to... Whoa, hello. Should put all the gas back in the canister. That's what I'm going for. Okay. TP out, TP in. And then this chip. Okay. Alright. Electronic parts, huh? Good to know. Grinder. Wrench. I forgot to take out the canister. Okay. Oh, did I use oxygen? Maybe I used oxygen instead of nitrogen. I did use oxygen. Okay. And it works. That works. Okay, so let's go through and just start picking these off. Wrench, wrench, wrench. I have a problem when it comes to the canisters, though. So I only have room for 2 more. Possibly a little bit more. Another pipe in a lot. PA Sterling input. I'm just going to have to... I'll just deal. That's coming up from this old combustor. This is the return line. DP, yeah, I do owe you, man. I do owe you. 7 streams, that's impressive. End up losing a couple of my streaks because life gets in the way sometimes. That's an iron frame. Let's not cause problems here. Ugh. It's another iron frame. I really need to do something about those. Starting to get a little chicken. Okay, so the idea is let's do this from inside. Get life before it gets you, yeah. Going to 5. Yeah, I'll do a 5. Interesting. I do have room for that, so okay, I'll take that. I didn't leave that on good. Frames. Yeah. There's gonna be some problems with the video, I think. So I got to look at what my computer is actually doing. We are building pressure. So the alcohol is going to be coming up from here. So I might put the combustor in this range, or something to do with this range. So alcohol would be coming up from here. Maybe I'll put it up here, in fact. And the combustor is to the left, ejecting the heat. So what I can do is go like this. And do that. That'll tell me where I need to be on the roof for the other stuff here. I don't know if I need 12 pipe. I don't have any. Yeah. I don't have any white pipe, but I can change that real quick. Real quick. So do this. I don't really need this much, but sneak down here. This is for the condensate. I want to do that. Maybe I'll do this. Tee it down. Yeah, I can do that. And have a pressure regulator, because that's what I wanted to deal with. Go down. And then one of these. I'm going to do it this way. It's going to kind of wander around a little bit, but that's fine. Gas tank storage. So I've got... If I put it here, will the temperature drop? Or can I just pick it up and drop it on the ground? I'll figure out what I need for pressure. Which actually is more about the contents more than pressure, but... There we go. Do that. We're going to let that cool. These two need to be filled and probably painted white. I need 2 electronics parts. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I'm actually gonna drop that right there. 2 electronic parts. Do I have any just laying around? It's locker. I have 2 electronic parts. Which I actually need another 2. I need another 2 because it's 2 per. Electronic parts. 2 per, and I only had 2. That's everything, or do I need iron? Need iron. Just in the pipe bender. There's that. 5 IC housings is a little much. There's 4. You know what? Just the 1 and the 2. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, that goes in there. I can leave the grating here for now. Grating! Gratings! And salutations! Okay. Don't need to do anything with that. Plastic and... yeah, I'm gonna need that stuff. Okay. I guess we should probably drop off the ores here. This one doesn't have a pass-through vent or for atmosphere, so it's still going to be a vacuum over here. Which, I've actually got another thing of space. I could almost pull it through. Lead ingot. Which I don't... Oh, that's right. I don't have this allowing the lead ingot through. More importantly, the sorter that's behind this system. Alright. Should be passing pretty much straight through, no problem. Okay. Alright. Good, 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 good. Stirling engine can be stacked there. It's good. That is for control of the Stirling. I only need the 2 turbo pumps. The atmospherics kit we will have. That's no problem. Chips. Chips. I feel like, is there anything? Okay, liquid. Liquid pipe I can leave here. Don't need the liquid pipe. Pipe utility gas, that's actually already taken care of. Pressure regulator is also in place, so that's taken care of. There, I think we can actually pull down the rest of the Stirlings. So I'll do this, and it's going to pop out canisters. Oh. I didn't have half of them painted. Good to know. So convenient that they all blew the same direction. So I can run 8. That's great. That's great. I don't run any data inputs on the Stirlings at all, so that's fine. Oh wow. There's a lot of wire here, I guess. Goodness. That was my Stirling control, came off of my furnace control as well. Okay. You still have power, right? Good, 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 you do. That is very good that I still have power. Now this is feeding into the main line. That's fine. Yeah, so this would go into this primary bank over here. We don't care about that. So way over this way. Over this way. Okay, where's our pipe? So this right here is where our our combustor output's going to go. So this is going to be the hot stuff. Stirling engine, so that's going, yeah, so it's going to go this direction. I'm going to make these nice and tight tight as I can. 4. And I'm going to turn it around. Leave a space, but we're going to do the same tight spacing here. Let's go through, and what do we need first? Our steel sheets, right? Probably a welder. Okay, and then this, and probably a screwdriver? No, just stuff them in there. Missed that. There we go. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. So it's going to be one singular pipe going A to B, just like this. Straight 5 fit in there? Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. And then we do just our straight pipe here. And then this is the output, which should be cooled, fully cooled. But I might, well, I know what's going to happen is this going to go to a, let's do a straight 5, yeah. Straight 5. Okay. Now to go over a little bit, and then we'll have a cooling array here. Have cooling array. So we're going to have, this is the power, will be the power output, essentially. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Before I get too crazy here, we need to have a turbo pump. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to have an output turbo pump. Yep, like that. An input turbo pump. Woo. Just going to go like this. I don't actually know which direction would be better. Maybe towards the center where everything is. So what I had on the other one was a T-junction with a pipe analyzer there. That's for pressure. Then we'd have one here, pipe analyzer there for inlet. And I will go ahead.
Waste tank caution.
There we go. I'll do that. And do that. The white I don't need.
Hunger caution.
Watching my waste tank. So this I might do a T and have a tank hanging off of, just so it doesn't overpressure. I'm going to go ahead and plug pretty much all of these in because they were right. And if it's the right color, it's staying. If it's not the right color, then it's going to go with me. Okay. I will put the IC housing down here. Go like this. That'll work. Okay, there's that. Now, how do I want to go about... You know what? I'm going to go around the back side, so it's a little prettier for the icy housing. 83%. I don't know how this is going to be powered per se. Oh. I'm going to run this up the center, I guess. So this is the surplus power. 85%. Jump. I don't need to have the data port hooked up on any of these. 87%. Okay. 88. Alright, pull this out. Continue on the path. 89%.
Hydration critical.
Okay, that's all hooked up. So I've got the power line coming here. 90%. I do have my excess canister, and this is data. So I think the power is going to go out a separate way. We'll figure that out in particular. That way we have TP-in, TP-out, all the Sterlings. Pipe analyzer, I have to figure out what that's going to be called. IC housing for Sterling control. Okay, and let me pull this out for now. Import, and that's really all I need. I can look at that. So it's started.
Waste tank critical.
Yeah, waste tank critical. I got plenty of time. Okay. No, don't do that. Do this. Yeah. We'll go ahead and switch this out. Switch that out. That'll work. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Actually, it might be breathable in here. 50%, so we're at 20%. Okay, might be a little low. Let's just see. No. Okay. Guess that's good enough. We will go through this. Yeah. Squirrel looks familiar. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Squirrel! We are very thirsty. My goodness. Of course, we just drank like 1.5 liters of water, and now we're eating a loaf of bread. I would imagine we would probably want to chase it with water too. Let's go ahead and get clean. We've been in our suit for quite a while. Bueller. Cannot enter my cryo tube, which actually I think is still doing pretty good. I like it. Now it's happy. Eventually I'll do something so I can put all my stuff in there. Call it good. So since that was the case, let's just go out here. I don't know if we can sustain it out in the room over here. Well, that's airlocked anyway. But okay, so let's look at that code. And because I've got very specific names in here, I need to find... Hang on. Oh. The name doesn't matter specifically. Combustor. Do I have... Oh, yeah. For running the combustor. Okay. Good to know, good to know. So, since I do have some controls for the combustor, then I probably should... I have padded walls. Padded wall? I do have padded wall. That's not the right room. Okay. Padded wall, so I can put a wall up.
Oxygen low.
I was gonna... Oh, I know why there's oxygen low. It's because of the... so you can put yourself in the room. Yes. A padded wall so I can punch a hole in the ceiling over here without eliminating all the atmosphere in my base. Which actually would be a rupture. Or it would push in from the atmosphere. It wouldn't be the other way around. Do I want to put a padded window? I don't want to put a padded window. I mean, we could make some fun with this. I'm just going to do this, though. Straight up. 2 plastic sheets. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Oxygen low. Yep, hold your breath. Hold your breath. So now I can run some heavy cable down whenever I want to do the combustor, which actually, if I have an ammo... Oh, I do have an ammo kit. I don't know why it's damaged, but I have an ammo kit. So if I wanted to do... Oh, crap. I don't have any grading, do I? Because I put it away. Because I put it away, naturally. I don't need any brown pipe, but I'm going to grab that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that's taking damage. Alright, we're going to have to do some of that. You down to temperature yet? Not quite. Not quite. Still going. You only have 38 mole in you? Interesting. I thought it was higher than that. I really need to run the wire to that so I can actually deal with it. I still haven't brought it up on the Discord that wireless batteries don't work in an APC. Yeah, see, that's damaged too. That's damaged. I don't understand. So many things are damaged. Except for atmospheric bugs and storm stuff. Came over here. Oh, I want to see. Yellow pipe. Okay, so... The only one that I can't necessarily throw away are the pink and the black. Good. Batteries are a lie. Yeah, especially wireless batteries. Do I have more heavy cable? I have plenty of heavy cable when I go that route. Do I want to do an APC? Just trying to think what I need uptime. Radiator. Do need radiators. I'm gonna take those with me. I'm not gonna need all three, but I'm gonna take them with me. Go check them out upstairs. Continue the construction project.
Oxygen low.
Don't know why I got that when I turned on my air conditioning. That's a little concerning. Okay, so this will be a further cooling array. I'll just leave it like that for now. Okay, so the way this works, I think we can get ultra tight there now. This looks a little goofy, and it admittedly is. So we don't need the brown or the yellow. So this is going to be for cooling the gas further down to atmosphere, should it still be above, still be warmer, and it should be, in all reality. So this will go down, and this will probably have a digital valve. Cardboard box. Let's put radiator in there for the heck of it. Atmospherics in there for the heck of it. And go over this way to this system. So this is my storm cooling setup. So PA hot pipe. Gas sensor. Oh, I got this all logic reader. Ah, I need it. I'm just gonna update this with a chip. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's pull the analyzer, put that in the box. Digital valve. That can go in the box. Oh, for Christ's sake. Really? Okay, reader. That's actually my solar controller. That's a processor. Nope, that's a logic writer. That's a compare unit. That's a processor. So that has to be a separate thing. Let's pull this up. So this is for my radiator cooling system. So I gotta clean this up. This is for my solar control. I guess I can get off my jetpack. Solar power controller. Get it? Got it? Good. There we go. Back to tracking. Good. So not. I thought I grabbed you. Maybe not. grab all the stuff, throw it in. Yeah, actually, we could do it this way. I think. Oops. We will need this then. No, digital valve doesn't need that. Open this up. Pipe analyzer is going to be right here. And we're going to have this powered off of this system. Which, speaking of which, hope to God that I've got this right. My, quite dirty in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's the padding, wall padding. So what I'm going to do is, actually, we're going to go run straight down from this guy. Because that just seems the most logical. I don't know, maybe not. And this is tight cornering, so I don't know how well this is going to work. There we go. Okay, so now I can run a line down to the combustor. Of course, I'm going to get my head stuck in a pipe. Whee! There we go. Dirty, dirty girl. Yeah. There we go. Close up her box. Digital valve. Okay. So we'll label this pipe analyzer hot input. I forgot to grab the gas sensor. Silly me. Forgot to grab the gas sensor. So this gives me the atmospherics value. I'm sure we could do that. And then we got a little four-way thing here. Four-way junction. Of course. Gas sensor. Wow. Atmospheric. Digital valve. Radiators. So we're going to have to... I can do it this way, and I don't mind it. We're going to read. Let's pull out this processor. So this is a compare. Input, output. Logic reader. Logic reader, and then we're going to have a logic writer. And I wish you could do this in a more condensed format, but... Okay. You don't technically need the duplicate inputs, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna need more. But we will read. This will be logic reader. Let's see. pipe temp. Logic reader, Atmo temp. Logic writer, valve enable. It doesn't matter. So our input is going to be logic compare. Your 1 is going to be Atmo temp. Your 2 is going to be pipe temp. Atmo temp needs to be less than pipe temp. And then out is going, yeah. So compare unit in output variable for digital valve. Oh, right, output digital valve radiators. Output is going to be on. I think that's it. On. Okay, input is going to be your pipe temp, so we're going to be missing an input. So, okay, I need more of these cables. Yep, more of these cables. I want to put pipe analyzer doesn't matter, but we're going to do pipe analyzer combustor output. Pipe analyzer Stirling input. That'll work. Okay. What do we have in here? It's mostly junk. There is a little bit of water in there. Good golly. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to worry about it. Ugh. Need to paint my Stirlings. I'm going to just grab the white can with me, I guess. I need more heavy cable. Don't think I need any of that. Insulated pipe utility kits, if I have them, would be good. Just to put a little bit of volume on the output of the combustor so I don't have to worry too much about overpressure on that. Although I think the Stirling is going to be processing much faster than it can consume that. Let's go ahead and swap that out, kick that on. That system actually works pretty well, in a way. Not all the ways, but some of the ways. Okay, so much cleaner up here now. I still forgot to, whatever. I got 2 of these suckers. There we go. All right. And there will be 2 new ones and the other one, so those are ready to go. Okay. Let's pop this guy out so we can finish hooking up our logic over here. Right. Okay. Our input is going to be, this is for pipe temp, so this is going to be one of the pipe hot input, variable temperature. Input is going to be gas sensor atmospheric, going to be temperature, and then compare, and then output to that. So this logic is all set. Of course, that'll have to be on, that'll have to be on. Okay, these are all ready to go, in theory. And then this is for... there we go. There's that. I'm not going to do a 1x3. I'm going to do this. 2 of these suckers. And actually I don't have to do anything weird with them. That'll work. So this gives me quite a bit of capacity to deal with here. This... I might do a small tank just for funsies. Just so I can ramp the pressure up a little bit harder. Speaking of which, if I do that... Let's do that. That's literally a little bit more power. Power to me. Alright, so at this point, I think everything other than having the gas canister set up, this is ready to go. This... I do need to run the power on it just to alias the pins. That'd be nice. Other than that, I think this is set up. Adjust the pins, put in our tanks. We're good. And then what we want to do, this would be a brown pipe from here, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a brown pipe. Can I go? I can't go any deeper than that, I don't think. Let me try something. Just for funsies. If I were to do this... Yeah, I can't get to it, can I? I almost can. I almost can. I almost can. So just do a straight 5. Yep, so we'll do that. And then we'll do that. And the way this will work, this technically will work for pretty much anything. Including if this pipe gets too hot, it'll still dump it. So that's good. My waste pipe shouldn't ever get too hot. So yeah, other than gas canisters and setting the pins up here, everything here is good. Except for, of course, this. So how do I want to do that? Where's the... That's a heck of a run. That's a heck of a run. Do I want to do that? That's going to be a heck of a run, but we can do it. I'm going to need more cable. More cable! But But this is the power output from the Stirling, so that'll be fine. Okay, that was a heck of a run there. That was most of the cable. Heck of a run, heck of a run. Technically, I've got a couple that I can recover. These are just, yeah. How are we doing on temperature in that room? 2186. It's a bit of a spicy meatball in there. Okay. Good, good, good. We're getting to where we want to be. So I need to power up and get my canisters set for one. Before I forget. How did I bring? Oh, I brought in power. Yeah, okay. From down below. So how do I want to get? Oh, I have power. Okay, that's good. That's good. You and you. Okay. 303. There we go. 1495. So I'm just going to put 1500. That's not quite what I meant. Interesting. This was going to be my pressure regulator. That is not what I meant to do, though. Okay. Wait. This one's fine. Oop. I'm gonna go empty out my empty out these canisters. I would crack open the
Hunger caution.
yeah, we're hungry. I would crack open the canisters, except then I would contaminate them. I don't want to do that. So we're going to go here and do it this way. And it doesn't even have to be perfect. That's literally good enough. Let's drop you on the ground, make sure you don't have any contamination. You do not. Good. And then you are ready to slap in once this turns off. That's ready to turn off. We'll be clear. Get the next step. There we go. Good. Throw that in. Throw that in. There we go. Kick you on. verify that you are indeed. Yep. Good. Of course, there's a little bit of a pressure thing because the oxygen that I have in there is a bit on the spicy side. Okay. All right. There we go. Not bad. Let's cool off for a little bit. We can go upstairs and work on the combustor. I forgot the grates again. Let's go get the grates. Grates don't matter. But walls do, because I need to be able to insulate this. Need to do this and insulate this. Do that. Do this. Squirrel. Hi. Okay, padded walls I'm done with for now. You know what? Let's do geometric walls because they're cool looking. Or can be cool looking. That doesn't do me good for windowsill. So I need to do both. Okay. Grading. Back pressure regulator and a vent.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, I should probably do that. I don't have a passive vent. I really don't have a passive vent. Electroprint. Kick out the iron because I need the... Yep. For passive vent. Passive vent. I could do an insulated too if I wanted to, but I'm not... I don't think I'm too concerned with that. Actually, I'm going to need 2 of these. Okay. There we go. Let's eat, drink, be merry, and... yeah. Eat, drink, and be merry. Does not have the correct atmosphere. I don't have any carbon dioxide? That's no good. That's no Beano. That's no good. Tis no good. Let's see, I've got pressure regulators. There's utility that'll do it. I have pressure regulators, so. Oh, carbon dioxide, here you are. I don't need much. Don't need much. Gas tank storage right there. Is that it, or facing backwards? Of course it's facing backwards. So that's a wrench pickup. what I want. Okay, I'm going to pull the wrench. Do this again. It's going to come down like that. We're going to come out. Pressure regulator. Okay. These are good for that. Condensation valve, so if any of these get too cold, that's what I'm going to probably try to do, is start cooling some of these. But yeah, I guess that means I've got to really quick figure out a way of getting my air mix right in the greenhouse. Maybe get the pink line in there. I don't know what this has for stuff, but yep, okay. Emergency. Emergency, emergency. This is not going to be a lot of CO. CO2, not CO.
Hunger critical.
Yeah, I really don't care about my hunger right now. I really don't care about my hunger right now. Blow it in here. Open you up. Open. Well, I guess I should probably... kill off my plants all the time because I starve them. Okay, so we're gonna, guess, put a pressure regulator in here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put a pressure regulator in here with the air mix. Oh, I do. I do already have it in here. Okay. We got 10% carbon dioxide. Which is what the mix is requested to be. So this has actually got the mix right on. Oh, right. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is edit our chip here. Import it. I'll go ahead and slap that in there. Edit. Okay, so minimum pressure 40, minimum oxygen ratio. We need 20 kPa, right? Let's make it point. What did I say? 30-10-6. So let's do minimum 20%. And for that to work, I'm just going to say 20, right? And we're going to divide that by 0.2. That puts it at 100. Well, duh, 100 kPa. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Minimum pressure 50, minimum oxygen ratio 0.2. Yeah, that would work, right? No, that wouldn't. No. So I need 20 kPa of oxygen. It's literally what I need. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Negative 70. Okay, let's base it on a 16, right? 16 divided by 0.2 is 80. 80 kPa. So it can't be below 80 kPa, can't be below 20% oxygen. If I've got this set right. I'm going to set this up to 95. So this should start blowing carbon dioxide in. And this should be blowing oxygen in it, or, well, air in total, because pressure differential. Pressure is coming up. It's because the pressure's... Alright. Because the pressure hasn't reached the point that it needs to yet. That's the problem. Alright, I'm going to temporarily take this up 195 kPa. Alright, we are increasing, we're getting carbon dioxide. This is a kind of a balancing act. It's where the volume pumps work a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna slow it. Wow. I got that. Pressure in the room immediately dropped. Or, well, not necessarily immediately in the room, but in front of this vent dropped. Okay, let's take this back down. Come over here. Looks like I'm pulling carbon dioxide out of here faster than I'm putting it in. Certainly faster than I'm sucking oxygen out. goodness. Alright, see if that's just enough. Ah, it's still not enough. That should never ever kick on again. The filter should be pulling. Oh my goodness. Still can't believe how fast carbon dioxide is getting pulled out of here. Fern. What will the fern tolerate as far as pressure goes? Maximum grow pressure 200 kPa. So I don't want to exceed 100 kPa, but I think at this point I'm going to have to, just for the sake of keeping things happy for now. This should help improve. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do that for now.
Oxygen low.
Okay. Yeah, it's very fascinating that I might actually have to adjust the mix, put more carbon dioxide in just for the greenhouse. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. Eventually we get water. Oh my goodness. Get whiplash. Okay, let's close that up for now. Well, it's a good thing we went in to eat, drink, and be merry, because that could have been bad. Okay, so you... Okay. Yeah, we'll try doing that. There we go. Do this. Export and boom. So I changed the ratio. Going to change the ratio around. So more oxygen, more carbon dioxide, less everything else. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Carbon dioxide. Getting really low. I need to start pulling that in. So that being said, geometric wall. So geometric floor, rather. Oh, I just realized too. Just realized that I'm going to have a frame, quote unquote, underneath this for support. like that, and then we'll go back up to the corner. Oh, actually, maybe that is a use for the padded. Yeah. That's a use for the padded. We'll put padded along the ceiling just because that could be a problem. And composite window. Already got windows. Yeah. That'll look pretty. Okay, actually maybe I should pull that off the wall first. There we go. A little bit at a time. So I need a frame. Need a frame. Actually starting to build quite a lot of pressure in here. Padded. I only have 2 padded. I need more padded. Not gonna worry about that right now. Not gonna worry about that right now. Need more of that while I'm thinking about that. Frame. Okay. Haven't been paying attention. Why is it so dusty and hazy now? That is one of the nice things about Venus is when it is particularly sunrise, it gets very hazy even inside the base for no reason at all. Crap. Dumbass. I'll set those there for now. Yeah, yes, weird. It has been something for sure for a long time. But, oh crap. Combustor. There's combustor. I'll do this. And I should have brought pipes up with me. Yeah, instead of taking the long way around. So, yeah. It's a feature. It's not so much a bug as a probably kind of an overlooked or haven't debugged it kind of thing. Oh, I chewed up all my orange pipe. Do I have any? Oh, I have got some orange pipe right here. Good. Good, 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 good. So this right here, Slickerus. Welcome aboard, Slickerus. Okay, so this is my hot exhaust. Okay, my hot exhaust. This will be my fuel mix input. So I don't know where that's going to come from. I will need power. And you coming down from there to control it. There we go. So now, other than a power source, we are good here. You... let's do this. Let's have this run across the ceiling. think I was going to leave the center available for power line. There we go, do that. And this is where the center power line would go. We'll call it a main bus. Grab another stack of cable. And we can put our, you know what? Change my mind. I put an APC right there where it is reachable. And then we would have our line go. I think this is fair. There we go. So this combustor, that's ready to go. Okay. Now for fuel mix, it's tricky because we need to input liquid into the pipe. Which is great. Okay, that would be an expansion valve of some kind. There would be an expansion valve. From a liquid pipe into a gas pipe, only allows liquids to pass in one direction. That's probably not what I really want. Could be. I think about how the implications of implementing, and I know Balin actually mentioned this. I'd have to go back, look at the actual conversation, but I've got liquid alcohol that I have to move into a pipe and keep it liquid. So I need to make sure that I've got enough oxygen pressure in there. So what I need to know is alcohol. You are 17.2 moles per liter. So 17.2 moles times 0.3. That's 5.16 moles. 5.16 moles is equal 0.3 liter, which is the number that I remember, so I don't blow up pipes. Which means I need 3 times that amount in oxygen, so that's 15.5 mole. Oops. And then, yeah, so I need to have oxygen and I need to have alcohol. Bring the alcohol up. Oxygen's here. Mix them together here. So I need to have a volume pump controlled pipe analyzer. So I need to have a pipe analyzer. Do I have a pipe analyzer laying around? Doesn't look like it. I got passive vents though. Regulator. Volume pumps out the wazoo. Pipe analyzer. Yeah, pipe analyzer. So let's go do that. I want my liquid. You know what? Actually, no. Let's not get distracted. was going to say I could start running a pink pipe over, which I can go down this and have room for that. I should probably have a brown pipe. So, yeah. So pipe analyzer. Gonna have to print one off. And then we're gonna have waste pipe come back for needing stuff. Yeah, okay. Insulated pipe utility, done. Radiator, done. Wall, done. Geometric wall, I think done. That I need to drain out. Okay, right. I needed an analyzer. Pipe analyzer, that is. That's a hydraulic pipe bender. It's going to be gold, copper, and iron. Nope, electrum. I'm kind of surprised about that. Gold, iron, and electrum. I have an IC housing, so I don't need to do that. Transformer would be good. Or an APC. APC actually probably would be better. Yeah, I'll just do an APC. Wow, that was lame. So area power controller. Area power controller. I think I just need one. Small battery is sufficient. Whatever. I'll just carry that. Carry a chip. Carry the power controller. That'll work. Let's see. I will need a take that with me because I'll probably need it. I will need a liquid volume pump. Do I have one of those floating around? Oh, but I got an active vent. Volume pumps. I do have volume pumps. That's no problem. Liquid volume pumps. That's a different story. Liquid hot magma. Liquid volume pump. I might as well just print off 5 of those while I'm at it. And an expansion valve, which is just part of a valve. Yep, okay. Let's see if this will work. Let's see. brown pipe, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Brown pipe, brown pipe. There we go, there's that brown pipe. There's a brown pipe here. I'll have to revise and see if that's a good enough location for that or not. But just so I don't forget about it. The alcohol's brown, of course. Of course alcohol's brown. Alright, let's carve these out. Okay.
Hunger caution.
I do have some brown pipe. Vodka isn't brown. Yeah. Yeah, darn tootin'. Okay, so this will be source. So we need to have a pipe analyzer right here. Pop that up. Okay, so we got that. We're going to have the volume pump. I don't have any volume pumps on me. Nice. Nice, of course not. Liquid volume pump. How's this? Okay, could do that. Liquid volume pump right there. Nah, not right there. Liquid volume pump like that. Maybe 0.3. Maybe 0.3 would be good enough. I don't know. So we'll have that, and then we'll have a brown pipe would go down, come over like this. We would have an expansion valve there. Right. Let's have, let's pull that out. Let's go get our volume pump. It's pressure regulator. Volume pump and our pipe. Okay, that worked actually much better than I anticipated it was going to. So let's get our expansion valve in. Okay, expansion valve here. So we're passing our liquid alcohol. And then this is our rotated around. Think I can make that work? Our oxygen pump. So I have no idea how much. Probably depends on what my feed pressure is, honestly. So we'll grab that. Do that. Go ahead and tear up the walls a little bit so I can see. So this is brown source. I don't know if 10 will be fine or not. I'm going to do that though. O2. I don't have my O2 pipes up here. I don't have my white pipes. Don't have my white pipes. Could print off some white pipes. How we doing here? Temperature, you're about right. Okay, eat, drink, be merry, grab the... Oh. Do that, cut some pressure, cut some power consumption. Pink pipe. I'm gonna do... Oh, that's a problem. This... I have the pink pipe, it's fine. This...
Oxygen low.
Yes, it would indeed be nice if they added a liquid input on the combustor. I would totally... I thought they were going to do that. I think I can get away with punching a hole in this. Yep, okay, that's what I thought. And then... yeah, they might still do that, but yeah, it certainly would be nice if we didn't have to play the game to make the conversion.
Hydration critical.
There we go. Alright. Do that. Grab my white pipes after I eat, drink, and be merry. And hopefully the pressure isn't too bad on the greenhouse. I'm trying to get the mix back to where it should be. Let's go grab the white pipes now so I don't forget them. I do it. Yeah, I did put the glass back in. White pipes. There we are. Yeah. I thought I saw something too, but change log. Yeah, this game changes enough so that I never get good at it. Well, it does take a little bit, but you'll get there. Alright, woo, does not have the correct gas composition. We still don't have any carbon dioxide? No way. No way, even with the excess of pressure here. It's because the nitrogen's not getting sucked off. Right, yes, okay. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem I gotta deal with. So, I guess... Yep. Yeah, no, the big updates they do gets you goofed up too, because they had the big terrain update and they added a bunch of stuff, which is great, but it meant that I had to seal in this base before I could even get there. Oh, I did. Can't be wearing any of this crap. There we go. And then this update is a bit tough as well. Okay, so I need to suck the nitrogen out of this room. Okay. Oh, I got stuff dying. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blow blow the air out of this room. It's going to blow a bunch of nitrogen into the base and hopefully give me enough time that I can deal with the nitrogen. Okay. We are still struggling with nitrogen. But at least the carbon dioxide is kind of... not really. Do it again. Pressure goes way low, that doesn't matter. Okay, carbon dioxide is coming up. That's important. As long as I don't pollute my base, this will be alright. Yes, a lot of ferns. Yep, I have a very, very quick O2 production. And eventually I'm going to have a lot of alcohol production too. So I can get my water loop going even in the automated fashion. Okay, is this good enough? Is this good enough? You know what? I might just kind of leave this as is for now. Now this will only be a problem if I puncture a hole in my base. If I debase my base. But I'll play the game. Play the game. So now I run back to where we want to go. Just over here. Get our O2 over here. So O2 we're going to feed in from exactly here. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably want to pull this down. Oh god, don't screw it up. Don't screw it up. Actually want to pull it from here. Straight 10. Straight 5. No, 3. And then 1. And then a 2. I'll pop this right here. And we'll see what we can get away with over here. Okay, over here. We can get a 5 in there. Alright, so we now have oxygen supply to over here. Good. So we've got that. We have that. Now, do I want to... we could put the IC housing right here. And this is ridiculous because I need more heavy cable already. But I think we can make this work. This particular part work. Ugh, good lord. how much do I have here? It's 50 liters. I could play a little bit more with that. Or is 100 liters good enough? I don't know. Is this... That's definitely not good. Do I want to just, maybe just keep it in line? Okay, we will have a straight 5. I think straight 3. Straight 3 is not good enough. It's too long. So we need a straight 2. 1. 8. No? Yeah, okay, yeah. That worked. We now have alcohol supplied up there. And we also have oxygen supplied up there. We are not doing anything with the exhaust gas yet. But now we can do an area power controller right there. Pop that open. We can now start thinking about things. So let me flip that open, flip that closed. Grab more heavy cable. Grab more heavy cable. Jeez. All right. Pink pipe. It's yellow and brown. Ooh. Do I have a regulator? I could take a regulator with me. I've got volume pumps. I don't have the regulator on me. Regulator? Okay, I'll take that with me. Not that it super duper matters, but let's go up top and see... Oh, nope, let's grab our canisters so we don't have to run up there again. So we don't have to run up there again. Dang it! I really need to run the power to that. Won't take much. Because, I mean, I have the power cable running right here. I could find a way to make it work. Okay, these guys should be good enough. They are all there. I'm gonna flip this around.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
There we go. Almost vacuumed myself again. We're going to switch this out, and there is oxygen in there, so that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. So this should have run over here, so I should have inputs that I need to... Yeah, there we go. So, combustor... No, what? Of course I didn't. Okay, we got 14... yeah. So we have 50 mole. Do this, we have screwdriver. 38 mole. So this has actually got less in it. Now we kick these on. There we are. Okay, we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there, but we're getting there. Okay, run this out. I just want my gold, or I just want my water. We're getting there. We're getting there, but I'm going to cheat a couple cable off. Might look a little ugly, but it's my ugly. You know, turn that off just in case I accidentally kick that up. Okay, so we can do that. This should be good to go, actually. Sweet spaghetti. Yep, that's my entire... I own an Italian restaurant on Venus. Ooh, got caught in a framework there. That was pretty good. Okay. So, if I hit that APC again, it should run the IC10 and relabel everything. I could actually probably leave it connected up there. Let's open this up. Everybody in here looks like they are much happier. I don't see any dead. Okay, tomatoes died. Not really seeing any other. Not seeing any other fatalities here. Oh, okay. A fern died. So overall, we managed for now. For now. Okay, now back to the atmospherics room. We've got the alcohol. Okay, we've got the alcohol hooked up. We've got the oxygen hooked up. I ran out of cables, that's why I ran off. Yes, that green shower icon is a buff, so when you get cleaned up, you get bonus movement speed and tool speed. And then, of course, the benefits of not going through all of your food and water and all that as fast, which is pretty noticeable for sure. Whoa. Oh, that's that. Yeah, the showers, it's quite nice because you really clean up fast that way. Oh, I never kicked you on. Right? And this? Oh, I got this backwards for that. We'll do that. There we go. Now we got a pipe analyzer. Okay. So the combustor is being controlled from up top. This is the mix ratio, though. Which technically I could use that, that other guy for, but... Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll just import. That'll clear it. So first off, we're going to define... So first off, let's look at the pipe analyzer and see what kind of analysis we have. So we have volume of liquid. Okay, so volume of liquid, that's liters. So 0.3, okay. All right. Target O2, right? It's going to be 15.5. Assuming. Okay, so alias. Enable the liquid pump, enable the O2 pump. We're also going to define hash for pipe analyzer, pipe sensor. Define H liquid pump. Define H gas pump. I think that's what I need for these three things. So pipe sensor is going to be hash, pipe analyzer, which I just had. This guy right here, analyzer. Pipe analyzer it is. Hash, okay, liquid pump. Not going to use a turbo pump because I think that's way overkill. And then this will be hash volume pump. Structure volume pump. Okay. Main set batch H pipe sensor on 1. SB H liquid pump on off. SB H gas pump on 0. Jeez, why would I want to do that? It's not my main, that's inet. So for main, we're going to start off with a yield, and then we jump back to main at the end. So the idea here is we will load batch R15 device hash H pipe sensor. Now I don't know how fast a expansion valve moves. This could be a problem. Could potentially be a problem. Yep. So volume of liquid. Sum. We better do a sum. No, average, I guess, because if it's, I don't even know how to treat that. So we're going to set less than enable liquid if our sensor is below the max liquid. We will turn it on. So we'll load batch our 15H pipe sensor. Now we're going to look for pipe analyzer. we are going to see total moles. Okay, total moles. Average. And load batch R14 is going to be also from pipe sensor. We are going to get ratio oxygen. Okay, we multiply R13 is going to be R14 times R15. So our ratio times the moles, that should get us the total mole count. And set less than enable O2 if our total mole is less than mole O2. Okay. And I think at this point then we set batch to H liquid pump on. It's going to be enable liquid. Set batch H gas pump on, enable O2. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized that that pipe sensor might actually... because I've got a few of those. So I'm going to need to define a name hash. Define name hash sensor. Going to be combustor input. I don't know how I want to do that. Yeah, so we'll call it combustor input. So I got to have that pipe sensor. So all these are load batch by name from the pipe sensor. And we start off, yeah, so name hash goes here. So name hash sensor. That's not how you spell sensor. Name hash sensor. Oh my goodness. Name hash sensor. That's fine. We turn that on. This won't interrupt anything. But I do need to... let's do this. Load batch by name R15. Device hash is going to be HPipe sensor. Name hash is going to be name hash sensor. Logic type is going to be reference ID and some average maximum minimum. I don't even know. I shouldn't have two. Set equals 0 R14. In this case, set batch set db error. Can I? Oh, you can't. I don't think. Icy housing? Is there a way to... you can't set... oh, cool. String. Line number. Mode. Error. Setting will be R14. Branch relative equals 0. So we'll do this. If R14 is equal to 0, correction, branch not equal 0, we will go -1, -2, -3, -4, -4. So we'll just keep doing this loop infinitely. That's the thought anyway. Okay. I will pop this in there but not turn that on. This shouldn't have a problem, but what we're going to do here is pull open those vents I threw down here. Do I have the regulators on me? Here's a regulator. There's 5 regulators. Okay, there we go. I want to okay, put the plastic sheets in first. There we go. We will put the glass here. And our pressure regulator here is going to be a back pressure regulator. I want to make sure that I can set this. Can we? Oh, goody, we can. So, we'll do this. We'll do this. Back pressure regulator. I'm actually going to set this to 100 to try to maintain pressure no problem. Now, this does become a problem. If I punch a hole, then I'm just bleeding it into the base, and that wouldn't be good. It would not be good. You know what? I'm gonna flip this around. Which means I'm gonna have to flip these vents around.
Hunger caution.
There. That way I can shorten up the amount of cable that I need to quite literally that. There we go. So I think we're all hooked up here. I can go ahead and slap the floor down. This should be okay to do that. And you pop it down. A couple things poked through, but whatever. Yeah, I need to be able to flip you on and make sure that you work. So that's going to be a thing there. So what do we need? Got the back pressure regulator, that's good. We'll kick that on for no particular reason. Well, shut that off for now. Because that's not, jeez. Close. Back pressure regulator. There we go. There. Okay. Now we're good. Now we can go up top, finish that up. I think we have everything else ready to go to test this system. Except except for this. Except for that. I gotta work on that. Let's do that real quick. I will. Yeah, see, it's off kilter. I have any more? Those are liquid pipes. I don't need the oxygen pipes, right? Or did I actually need those? I may have needed those. What am I doing? Just a single pipe. Okay. Okay, so this should give me... This is empty, that's good. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna have to go through and make sure that I mean, it's just paint. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, okay, so I can go eat, drink, me merry. We run outside, set all the inputs for the Sterling. That should be fine. I did not label the analyzer next to the combustor, so that part of the script won't work. I'm a little concerned. I'm going to have to make sure that I isolate that room. Okay, I forgot. Let's go grab the... Hang it. I miss being able to walk out that airlock. Should be right in the clipboard, so all I gotta do is run up there, smack it. You, right here. Combustor input. That is exactly what I needed. Now we go out. Now we go out. To the ball game. Okay.
Oxygen low.
Yeah, you tell me that, don't you? Okay. Let's grab our handy dandy screwdriver. Okay, we're going to turn you off for right now. You should be on. I don't know why you're not on. You should actually be... Should be pretty good. So we have input sensor. That's going to be... Oh, I do have a combustor output. Okay. That's combustor output, not combustor input. Maybe it doesn't matter. Input sensor. Input pump. Output pump. Combustor. Input pipe sensor. Now, okay. This will be TP in. This, of course, is TP out. This will be our combustor. Input pipe sensor. Now, I have to read how this is being read. And what purpose. So, input pipe sensor, input sensor. What am I reading as the input sensor?
Waste tank caution.
Oh, okay. Input sensor 2, main 2. Check. Input sensor. Turn the input pump on. Okay, so input sensor. Input pipe sensor, so that is literally... Okay. Alright, so the input pipe sensor is that sensor. Stirling input. So PA... Stirling input. And I'm assuming this input sensor is combustor input. Or maybe it's combustor output. Let's pull it up again. Where am I reading? So input sensor, branch device not set to main 2. Otherwise, we're going to load input sensor pressure set greater than 0 or 14. Input pump on, output pump on. Select a set point. It's going to be R14. It's going to be set pointer 0. Main 2. Branch device not set input pipe. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the ticket. Is that the ticket? Okay, you're 10. Okay, that is running how I want it to run. This I'm assuming is going to run how I want it to run, but I got to get that. Is that hooked up? I'll forget if that's hooked up or not. But everything up top here is set. That's not where I wanted to go. So we should be good. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. Don't blow the airlock. Done that enough. Okay. So, all right. Do I have any more insulated pipes? See what I'm missing? I think I'm now missing the white. Yeah, I'm now missing the white insulated pipes. There's the black. I don't need brown. I don't have any silicon, do I? I do have a bunch of silicon that didn't make it through. I have a pressure regulator. Yeah, you know what? Let's go take care of that. Let's take care of my waste tank first. And maybe some of the crap just laying around. Okay. Is this just a regular tank or an insulated tank? That is an insulated tank. Put that there. Atmospherics kit. I don't have a really good place to put it. I guess there. Passive vents. Oh, good golly. Volume pump, digital valve. Volume pumps. I only need one pressure regulator. Volume pumps. Valves. Pipes are next door. Pipe radiators right there. Let's see. Insulated liquid pipe. We'll go ahead and throw that there. White. Yeah, okay. Alright. Do this. Do this, do this, do this.
Oxygen low.
Okay, APC. Gotta order up the silicon. Yeah, there's that. Silicon. Nah, not the screwdriver, I need the label maker. Silicon, silicon, silicon. There we go. Grab that. This should be fine. I should have checked. Good. Check that in a bit.
Power low.
You come over here. Whoa. Pressure regulator. This is forward pressure regulator. And yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in over here. So we're going to decrease and go to 100 kPa. That's what we're looking for. Do I have a vent just laying here? Oh, I picked it up. Darn it. Okay, 450, we want one more. Of course, we don't have it. Of course, we don't have it. Need to go grab some silicon real quick. But before that, I wanna. You know what? Let's do that. Where's we? Is it morning or evening? I can't tell where the sun is. I was supposed to grab the passive vent. Good golly. Forget my own head if it wasn't attached. This will give me the opportunity to blow some air in here. Okay, where's that? Alright, blowing some air in here. Okay, it's going to take a while, but that's okay. I gotta come break back in here, so maybe this will be fine. This will be fine. It is nighttime though. Do that real quick. I don't have my tracker on me. I'm going to run out at 90 degrees. Holy crap. I just launched myself off a mountain. That was pretty impressive. I must have some really powerful legs, because wow. That's all I can say is wow. Alright. Got a couple pieces of silicon here. Kind of out of place. And lots of coal. Lots of copper. Lots of coal. Even more copper. There's a place to go. More copper. Alright. Next time I need copper, I know where I'm going. There we go. There's a vein of silicon I wanted. Good, 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 good. Actually, a couple. Couple right next to each other. This will get me the silicon that I need to finish up that little batch. I really need to get some deep miners or rocket mining going. Maybe, you know what? I've done deep miners before. I haven't done it with a new system, but I've never done rockets. So that, maybe that's the call. Wow, I can see my trader from there. I didn't see my lighthouse though. Just realized that I didn't see my lighthouse. Did I accidentally unplug my lighthouse? I might have. Or I could have a power problem. That... How am I having a power problem? Didn't I charge up during that last storm, or did I, like, blow a line or something? Huh. That looks proper. Huh. Okay. Well, I think the tower pulls power off of the main bus. Not even. No, it's just... Okay. So it pulls off of the solar array. So I'm low on power all around. Okay. Which means, yeah. Half this stuff isn't going to work. Including that. Well, that's a little inconvenient. Why didn't I have a APC in here? Can I cock this open? Bolts are locked. Can I do that? Alright. Pop this open, and I'm going to pop this closed. Just in case something goes sour. Okay. I don't know what the power level is in that. Huh, I don't know why is my power so low? Good question. I've lost a decent amount of my systems. Okay, so we'll start here. That other door, yeah. It is no problem for me, but I guess you might want to know your voice is quite low volume. Oh. Yeah, there we go. My microphone is a little bit far away from my face. Okay, we got a little bit of... Still showing red lights, so I must be that discharged. Overrunning my 20 kW generator. What would I be pulling? Not, I guess I got a few regulators and stuff running now. Might make a difference. Might make a difference. Oh, and those filters. Those filters might be a bit of a problem too. Yeah. Ah, crap. I forgot. I do need to go through that airlock. We're charging over here now. Oh, it's alright. I left my AC on. Oh, what the heck? Connecting chat. What is my OBS doing or not doing? Hang on. What is going on? Let's... turn you on. I have no idea what it's going to do. Pressurizing internal? Oh, I don't like that. That's gonna... oh, good. Twitch Stream Manager. How does that look over that side? Crap, I gotta log in. That really sucks. Okay, alright, good. I was worried that was gonna get goofed up. Oh, Slickerus, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, truly. There we are. 2 kPa. I don't know why everything's so hot in here. Wait, is this not a back pressure regulator, right? It's a pressure regulator. Oh, it's because I have no... okay, none of those gases. Lord almighty. Need one of these to fill up. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and forgot for work I had to clear my cache, so code was just sent to my mobile phone. Oh, it actually came through. That's surprising. I live in the area where cellular service isn't always a guarantee. Okay, there we go. I don't need to know that. Oh my goodness. Stop. Okay. Everything appears to be okay. Okay, alright. Good. Let's keep it like that. Alright, kick out one of these. This will switch over. Boom. Okay. There's that. Good. Alright. Pull this out and turn this off. Boom. Okay, looking good. I think I can turn that off. I need to get this hooked up at some point. But now I can print off more pipes, which is that whole distraction. That's what I wanted, was some insulated pipes. And we will print off about 100 of those, because we go through them like hotcakes. Good. Good, 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 good. I guess we can pop this open now. Now it's just a matter of making sure that the... Ooh. I'm actually going to put another function in. Do I have a switch? I don't have a logic switch. Amazing. Yeah, okay. Put a switch on the combustor so I can turn it on and off from the outside. Switch. Logic switch. I just need one. And I'm sure that requires gold. Copper. That's nickel, that's nickel. It's in the... Okay, it's in here. Hang on. Little tomfoolery there. Not a problem, not a problem. There we go. That's what I wanted. Give me my switch. Fire that back up. That should get me somewhere. So for tomorrow, I'm gonna have to bring in my O2. My O2 in. I know, I threw this number off a little bit. But we should be good. Should be good. Gosh. What type of switch do I want? I think actually, I mean, an on-off switch could be good. What about a lever? Maybe I'll do that. Okay, pull out the handy dandy laptop. We'll re-import. I'll do this. Okay. Define H switch. Lever. That's what we got. Okay, yield. This is the... won't work. Okay, so what we're going to do here is load batch from H switch. Oh, R15. Open. Sum. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to branch greater than 0 to turn off system. So we're going to turn off system. It's going to be set batch H liquid pump on to 0. Set batch gas pump on to 0. And then jump back to main, I think would be the way to go. I don't know if we need to do any more than that, because everything else is just kind of sitting there. And technically speaking, I could shut off other stuff, but export. Alright, so first things first, we're going to do that. And then let's verify we have source. Something to source. Alright. Okay, we do have something to source. So, oh, are we plugged in? We are plugged in. I think we're good. Alright. So first things first, ready to go. Flip you on. Not exactly sure why that kicked up to begin with. Okay, this seems to be working okay. This actually seems to be working pretty darn well. Okay, but for one, I shouldn't be doing anything. Okay, and this will eventually switch over and run into, yep, okay. And the combustor is now back to idle. So the combustor actually needs to turn on, but okay. So first things first, that actually worked pretty well. I think all things considered. All things considered, I think that worked pretty well, except for branch equals 0 to turn off the system. So apparently that is a little backwards from what I was anticipating it would be. Export, boom. So this should kick it on. This will go back to active. I close that. These should stay off. You should eventually go to 0. This is actually doing pretty good, I think. So,
Hydration critical.
all right. Let's take a look at this line. I actually have no idea what we have there. So I guess I would have to run it. close this off. Close this off, right? I think we're good. Want to put more padded walls out, but okay, so turn that on. Turn that on. That should start running, and what do we get out of this? Don't tell me I ran out of power since I flipped that switch. Imagine that. I ran out of power as soon as I flipped that switch. Well, that should be giving me some more stuff. So we are... There's a little bit of volatile, there's a little bit of... Okay, so this is definitely at atmospheric temperature, though. So that in itself is pretty good. The water production's kind of stinky, but yeah, I'm not going to complain too much about that. 845, 846. Actually, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. That is freaking cold. Okay, good. So we have steam production from our alcohol and oxygen. So that's good. It's good. It's good. Finally brought the system back online. It's a little bit more complicated than just running a gas mixer, but I'm okay with that. So I need to go through at some point and yeah, you're processing stuff you don't need to be processing. So that's a little extra power. Water, you're idle. Because we're looking for the liquid. But, yeah. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We finally got it online. We got some delicious water coming in. Good. Awesome. So, yeah, it's not coming in very fast, but it's a trickle. I'll take a trickle. I should... we'll eat, drink, and be merry. We'll check how the how outside is working. Okay, I'm gonna turn that on.
Hunger critical.
Yeah, just to make sure. Can't see that pipe network. Guessing in here is probably quite warm, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's go eat, drink, be merry. Let's go up on top and see how the Sterlings and everything are running. Now, yeah, there we go. The 8 Sterlings might be excessive for the small quantity that we're feeding it. Yes, those are liquid filters, the new ones. What's most irritating about the system to me is that it will also filter gases. So I went to set up my cryo tube and I bought a bunch of liquid nitrogen and I wasted it because I ended up purging it, and then my liquid filter was or let's see. I was doing the liquid filter, and then I wanted to pressurize it so I'd stop losing so much to evaporation. And So I primed the line with nitrogen, and then I started filtering out the nitrogen gas. So it was just, I lost all my liquid nitrogen because of that. So that was whoops, a little aggravating. But you live and you learn, and then you get loves or something like that. Take my jumpsuit off to take a shower. Gotta stand in the shower to take a shower. There. Do that. Take that.
Power low.
Yeah, power low. I should probably do something about that. Alright, so we're gonna go check the Sterlings and stuff. See how they go.
Oxygen low.
Oxygen low. But I'll be happy because now I got water trickling in. I just gotta get it over here and cool it and all that stuff. So that's probably tomorrow's quest, is cooling. Can it remove nitrogen gas from the liquid? No, because it filters both the liquid and gas states. Oh, I am out of power again. But how are we doing over here? Condensation's happening, which is expected. How are you doing over here? You're actually, I mean, you're cranking. Alright, so 900 and... Ooh, cold side is 738. Whoops, 738. Oh, cold side is at atmospheric, or darn near. That is awesome. You're kicking on, but what's your 256 versus? I mean, you're really close. You're really close. That's awesome. That is super. How much steam do I have in here? Oh, I got like 1.5 liters of water. That's great. Sweet. I'm happy with that. I got 600 watts here, 300 watts here, 200 watts here. What's the last one producing? 17 watts. Okay. I don't necessarily like the sounds that I'm hearing, but that might just be the Stirling noises. But I'm going to go double check and make sure stuff isn't blowing up. Crap. You know, part of the problem might be I don't have any power in there. In fact, that could be a problem. I feel like I got cheated out of some power from that windstorm, though. I really do. Yeah, you know what? I need to kick the generator first. Make sure I'm on a equal playing ground here. Playing field. Oh. Drop that in there. Drop that in there. Solar panels aren't where they need to be. That doesn't help. Jeez, sucking so much power out that the that stuff's not even getting there. Let's take a look. I got this. It's not working. analyzer. I'm pulling all of it. What the heck is pulling so hard? Well, let's actually go to the correct line here. What is pulling so... Oh, I'm still on the... Dang it. You! That's what I want. Production machine is pulling 32K? Oh, it's charging. Okay, my mistake. My APCs are charging. Alright. Okay, how about loading my pants? Yeah, that's just... Once that catches up, I'll be able to tell what's actually being used. So now we can go and check how things are running inside. Whoops. And hopefully I don't have water peeing everywhere or something stupid. So first things first. I don't see any ruptures here. That's does sound a little loud. But that's probably... Composite window? Why did I blow out here? Okay. Interesting. Liquid in the pipe. Huh. I mean, it's warm, but... I mean, you're singing a little, but there's no actual damage. Modern art. Yep. Okay, so it's definitely... These things must be yucking up a lot of noise. Yeah, as long as they're fine. Now, as far as why my window blew out here, not exactly sure why my window blew out. Back pressure regulator, 100 kPa. Only 100 kPa. Unless this was some... What, how... I don't understand. Is it because this ran out of juice and something like that? Pressure increased rapidly? I mean, it's quite warm in there. I mean, that means it would have had to exceed... I mean, these are rated for 200 kPa, so this exceeded like 250 kPa? I really have a hard time believing that. Huh. It's really too bad that I can't read. Maybe I need to put a pipe section on that so I can read it. This is back pressure regulator, right? Let's pull it down to like 75. And the pressure is increasing in this pipe network as it pushes out. I don't know. I don't really want to go too far without it. Geometric walls, what are those rated for? They don't actually say. Composite window is rated for 200 kPa. Iron window is 200 kPa. Okay, wall. Two-tone wall is 300 kPa. Geometric T doesn't have 300 kPa for geometric. Okay, so in this case, the composite window is the weak point. Okay. So the composite window is the weak point. Alright, we'll see if that works better. But all in all, we're looking pretty good here. We are making a little bit of water. That was 800 something. Okay, well, we've made quite a bit. So that's actually cranking it out pretty good. How am I doing on alcohol? We're down 40 liters. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, that's good. I'm going to... Ooh. That's a good question. Oh, ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go turn that off. turn that off. So it'll stop pumping that out, and then it'll stop churning out everything. So that's good. Okay, so we're good. We're making water. It's cooling for tomorrow. Cooling for tomorrow. Okay. Excellent. That is excellent. Red light. Gosh. I'm going to go through so much of my charcoal here. I'm in need of a storm. And I never did check out my energy usage.
Oxygen low.
Yes, oxygen low. It's because my base oxygen is a little on the low side. That's why. I didn't need to go this way. Before we get too wild. Oh, I guess don't know. Or maybe we do know. Actually, I can look at this thing to tell me if there's a storm incoming, but I need power. Oh man, we're 2.5 meg in the hole. .5 meg in the hole. What is... Yeah. Oop. Yeah, we're definitely going to need another stack. We're making 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt. I think I got a second or a third row out there. So 3 kilowatts from wind, 20 kilowatts from the generator here. Good golly. Catch up. Catch up. Whatever. Yeah. So I think this, the water system's actually working really darn well. So now we need to cool particularly the H2O, but probably other stuff. So there we go. Perfect. There, we're catching up here. Wind is dying down. I just want to see where I'm at. Cool H2. Fix Atmo. Then rockets. We're good. Still cranking, right? Can't see what's actually in. It's fine. We're almost here. We're almost there. We are catching up, but kind of on the slow side. Oh, I pulled in another stack. Wind is picking up, I see. We're up to 6 kilowatts from the wind. Oh, we're still struggling. So 40 kilowatts of power? Really? Production machines are pulling 1 kilowatt. That doesn't really make any sense. Gotta name that our area power control. Cooling hot. APC lobbies pulling in 1.2. I gotta name my APCs. Air conditioner APC, that one at least straightforward. Yeah, I gotta name some more APCs so I actually know what's pulling. So we're not actually fully catching up with the solid generator. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. APC lobby, so what's... It's the beacon. Power transmitter. It's really it. It's power transmitter and the beacon. $300 for the beacon. It's power transmitter. Power transmitter's like 200. 200? And next, so what do we have here? That is actually the trading. Let's look here. Required 800 watts. Which is mainly the beacon and the AC. Mainly the AC. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. How about you? You're 110. Oh, sorter. Sorter in the IC10 housing and the filter. Okay. Everything else is off. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, maybe we'll go through and analyze power situation too. Could be a problem. Yeah, I'll go ahead and switch this out. Hey, now that this is decoupled, I could actually take this down further. Yeah, this is no longer cooling my water, so I can take it down further. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this down. The benefit to that is when I'm using it as AC, I use less. Yeah, alright. So I'm going to do that. We're going to track down power, figure out power, and then, yeah, that's good place. So we can eat, drink, and be merry. I'm going to go ahead and dump all this stuff off, even though this really doesn't do any good. Boom, boom, boom. Oop. Maybe more lights in the greenhouse would be good too. Is anybody... Yeah, we still look pretty good. That's good. That's good. We look good. Yeah, we'll climb in the cryopod, call it a night. We did accomplish water, finally. Took me a lot longer than I anticipated. But, yeah, I'm happy. And that I don't think I did exactly how Balin did it or mentioned it to me, but we got there using that that information. So
Cognition low.
really good.
Temperature low.
So anyway, we'll call it there for the night. Yeah, it definitely was fun though. So I would like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.